the Destination Sacred Grounds YouTube channel. This vlog is a little bit different and I will be bringing it to you once a fortnight. It is called Memoirs of a Van Lifer, and I'm doing it for a couple of different reasons. The first reason is some beautiful community members here have been reaching out, and I've had contact with some of these beautiful people and have been asking the questions: how are you? Where are you? What's been happening? And a fortnightly vlog was just too far apart. The other reason that I've decided to do Memoirs of a Van Lifer is because I wanted a personal account that I could look back on, to see my history, to see my journey, to hear my story, to know what I was thinking about, feeling, how I was evolving or growing spiritually or not. That's why I've decided to do a fortnightly vlog, Memoirs of a Van Lifer. This may help you if you're considering becoming a van lifer or living on the road, or even if you already do. So stick around each fortnight for Memoirs of a Van Lifer. Here we have it, the first personal account of what's happening for me in van life, which I'm probably not going to really think about too much before I put the camera on. Just because I don't want it to be well thought out or planned. I just kind of want to unpack whatever it might be that's on my mind, and it really gives more reality to what's actually happening with life on the road. It's not thought about, or it's not determined by what it needs to look like or whatever. It's just real. This is what's happening. One thing that I have been reflecting on lately though is just coming out of a really tough patch. I've really felt like I've come out of that tough patch, and it was a tough patch because there were so many different reasons. You know, COVID and restrictions and how it was impacting people and implicating the possibilities of the future and all of these kinds of things. I also felt really bad that I had such a beautiful on the road life and lifestyle where I had lots of freedoms and lots of other people didn't. I kind of felt bad that I still was in that space of darkness or of heaviness. So that's another thing that I was dealing with, but just feeling into the spaces around me, like feeling the energy within, which was really kind of like heavy, and spaces around universally that were really heavy as well, had a big impact. And I actually felt a little bit depressed, and I hadn't felt that feeling for a very, very, very long time. And I know that that was shown in some of my vlogs, but obviously not to the account that I was feeling, which, you know, it's a bit difficult to film that kind of stuff, isn't it? I would imagine, I would definitely imagine. But in saying that, I feel so much better now. I had a shift in energy. Not that the place that I was staying at was bad or anything like that, but I shifted the space in which I was staying. I started working with the beautiful Hecate again, and I moved around the same time as the new moon cycle. So much was happening at that point in time, and it really gave me the boost that I needed to get my shit together and get organized. And I started, you know, doing more vlogs, and I started getting back to work on my ebook. You know, my spiritual practices are always there, but I engaged in more spiritual practices. I started up my tantra again on a daily basis, and I started doing a tantra workshop as well for other people out there for free. So really came together. And one of the things, and this might be wishy-washy, I'm not sure how it's going to appear or whatever, and that's okay, but one of the things that I was really reflecting on is, you know, I used to really have to need to control where I was, and if I didn't feel good, oh crap, I better get moving because I have to feel better now. I have to always chase the happiness or chase something that's going to stop me from feeling this crappy vibe inside. And even though I didn't, you know, I felt really bad, I recognized that it was okay to feel that way, and that it would shift and it would change and it would move, because everything is ever evolving and changing and shifting and moving. And that's perfectly okay. When, you know, we feel bad, we'll feel good. When we feel good, we're going to feel bad again. Like, it's just this flow, and that's perfectly okay. So me taking that time out, because I couldn't do social media, I could barely look at the computer. It was really difficult, actually. It was like I had this, no, can't even respond to a message, and normally I would think that that is so rude. And I always try to make sure I'm valuing everybody, maybe not always valuing myself as much, but that break away from social media really gave me a boost, and I felt like I came back with a vengeance. I'm like, right, this is it, I'm going to get back to it and really get focused and on board, which I did. So I guess this is really just reflecting on the highs and lows, and knowing that it's not always going to be balanced. That's okay. It's not always going to be low. It's okay. It's not always going to be high, and that's okay as well. Although they freaking feel amazing when you're on a high, they really do. But that's my personal account for this fortnight, and you may not get anything out of that, and that's okay. I may not even share this to other platforms, and that's okay as well. This is something for me to look back on and recognize where I was at in this point in time. Anyway, stay safe, people. Stay present. Now, I forgot to mention that in this beautiful creation stage where I was feeling really good and I had all of this energy, and I was harnessing this energy and putting it all into my business with passion and drive, I was creating something really cool, really special, really unique. And if you've been on my Facebook, you've probably seen the Red Room. If you've seen the Red Room, think Red Room expansion. Over the coming weeks, I'll be bringing you a little bit more information specifically here to this channel to really open up the community. So stay tuned for more information.